assistant. She would be here tonight, except she's in Victoria for the sitting of the legislature. But she does send her greetings and best wishes for a successful evening. The first thing I'd like to do is thank our sponsors that sponsored this evening for us. Sun Life, Iris Eye Centers, Dignity Memorial, and Cardwell Senior Housings. I think we should give them a nice round. Thank you. Thank you so much, sponsors.
Yeah, they're going to need still.
Now I know our first speaker has to leave early. He's a very busy man. Our Member of Parliament, Mark Warwa. I was going to do his official introduction off his webpage, and I decided not to because I've known Mark for quite some time. We've worked well together. I know he is a very hard-working man. He is always helpful. I know that I can call on him if I need help with anything, and he'll be there in a moment. And I think that says way more about him than what's on his official introduction. Anyway, without further ado, here's our Member of Parliament, Mark Warwa.
Thank you, Kathy. With an introduction like that, I'm anxious to hear what I have to say. It's a real thrill for me to be with you. I'm really excited with this first annual meeting of CARP. The last time I was at a CARP meeting was 10 years ago, when I was an ICBC employee in loss prevention. And I spoke at that CARP meeting in White Rock, and I was so impressed with the organization known as CARP. Studied it. CARP is all of us are part of one of the most respected organizations representing the interests of seniors in Canada. All of us of government pay attention to CARP and the recommendations of CARP, and so this is so thrilling, so exciting. I want to thank those that have organized this, Vice President Kim Richter, Joe Zachariah, all the organizers, and especially for each of you for being here, and the sponsors. Thank you so much. Seniors are the cornerstone of our community.
First of all, I'd like to thank you for inviting me on behalf of our mayor, who couldn't make it tonight. He's tied up with another commitment. And my council colleagues, I actually have one of them here with me. Councillor Jack Arnold is in the audience there. Well, we're both seniors, so this is a double bonus for us. We get to see what it's all about and partake. It's something else to have this chapter here, chapter 48, and it's, as stated in your mission statement, enhance the quality of life for all Canadians as we age. And there is one thing about age. There's one thing about the old age. You don't get to practice it. It just kind of creeps up on you.
He's the mayor of the township of Langley, another good friend. We see each other at all sorts of events. So I'd like to introduce to you now Jack Froese.
Really happy to be here today to just bring greetings from the Township of Langley Council. It's great to be here, to be at the first annual Chapter 48 AGM for CARP. And I really want to commend the organizers, Joe and Kim and Gord and all the others on the committee that worked very hard to bring it to this day that we have today. Township of Langley, as you know, we're very involved with seniors. Just recently, this year, we've initiated our very first, I don't know if it's the first, but it hasn't been around for a long time, a Seniors Advisory Committee for the Township of Langley Council. And I'm very proud to say that Councillor Kim Richter is the co-chair of that committee. And really looking forward to that when we're making decisions and discussing items that affect the township, that the seniors' voice will be heard in all of those items. So it's really heartening for me to have that.
The next thing we have is April Lewis, who is the CARP BC representative, and she will give a CARP overview. So April Lewis.
I am just absolutely in awe. I hope I don't fall off this stage. I am just in awe. I was with South Fraser a year ago when they were just getting started. And I have to say that Kim Richter and her team here in South Fraser, they're the template for how to start a chapter and make it grow. I mean, this is absolutely amazing. Moses Zeimer, the president and CEO of CARP, will be there. For those of you who don't know, Moses Zeimer started Much Music and City TV 40 years ago. He put us on the map. We youth were important. We youth were important 40 years ago. Well, now we youth are 40 years older. We're older, but we're still important, says Moses. In fact, we're even more important than 40 years ago. We still consume products and we vote. And so Moses gets it. He took over CARP, the Canadian Association of Retired Persons, in 2008, and he rebranded it, A New Vision of Aging for Canada. And what is in this room is that new vision of aging for Canada. There were 14 volunteer chapters in Canada when he took over. There are now 56. 56 so Moses chapters. Gets it. South Fraser gets it. We are the voice of Canada, but we can't do it alone. So those of you in this room are CARP members, and we thank you. But Moses wants us to march to 1 million. Because collectively we have power. We have power to influence the marketplace. We have power to influence politicians. So please, I ask you, bring your friends, bring your neighbors, bring your non-friends. Hell, you can even bring your husband if you want.
Well, good evening. Oh, come on. You're happier than that. You're going to listen to an undertaker after work. So good evening. Good evening. Wow. Well, you're probably wondering what's an undertaker going to do and talk to us about. Thank you.
I haven't looked so forward to my funeral for a long time. At this point, I'd really like to send out a thank you to London Drugs, because if it wasn't for them, I would not have this lovely hair color. There's no use pretending, I find. Another one of my best friends, I might as well just say it, is Lycra. There's something about it that just holds things in place. You know what I mean? So now I would like to invite Kim Richter, who is going to do the business meeting. Kim.
Well, thank you all very, very much for coming in. This is our inaugural AGM at CARP Chapter 48, and we're so excited that we've had the turnout that we have. Can I just see by show of hands, how many people here live in Langley City? Show of hands? Okay, you guys are all on the back. That's interesting. How about Langley Township? How many people do we have? Oh, good turnout. And Abbotsford? Do we have any members from Abbotsford? Oh, good. All right.
That we do have the right as directors to appoint others to fill whatever vacancies may be available. As Kim is the past president and past chair of the interim committee, she will be there with us of the 7, bringing our numbers up to 8. But we still have 4 vacancies. If we could fill them, we'd be more than happy to do that. So if anybody here is so inclined to step up and be a director, it's not too late. We would dearly love to hear from you. We'd like to, we have various other subcommittees and such going on here. We have roles for everybody. And if you'd like to put your name forward, we'd like to hear from you. You can speak to myself or any of the other directors, and feel free to come forward. That's about it for the nominating committee. And now, Kim, you can have the mic.
Thank you.
Well, I made a decision while I was listening to all those bios a minute ago. I can't possibly retire. I'm far too lazy to do as much as you retired people do.
The sponsors will be at the tables in the back. If you have any questions, they'll be here till 9 o'clock. We have the room until 9. We're going to mix things up a little bit because we have a ton of door prizes, and you have to be here to win them. So we're going to give out some door prizes. We're going to hear from the great folks at Iris, from an eye care doctor, 5 minutes, and then we're going to hear another 5 minutes about senior housing, and then we're going to do some more door prizes. The cash bar is open, and it will be open till 9 p.m., so please help yourself to the cash bar. There will be some more cheese and stuff coming out in a little while, because the meeting will be adjourned soon. So let's get to some door prizes. And I have Kathy here. Kathy's my Van White, Kathy Reddington. So I'm going to put her on because her voice is better than mine. And I'll just put tickets. And we should probably start with the CARP bags. So what we have is, we have, thanks to the folks at Dignity Memorial, we have 20 $15 dinner coupons for the authentic Thai restaurant Thai Duor in Abbotsford. 20 of them. And we have 2 $50 gift cards for Iris. Can be used towards eyeglasses or whatever you need. We have a, let's go, you can go. And pull up the blue bag, Kathy. So we have a beautiful travel bag with a great book. The travel book, and I think a diary there. So this is from the folks at Sun Life. And we have a Coca-Cola fridge from the folks at Cascades Casino. And we have about 7 of these CARP bags. So let's get started pulling some tickets and calling out some numbers. Let's start maybe with the CARP bags.
The number is 559283. 559283. Mine was 559328.
Okay. Another bag.
To our MC extraordinaire, Kathy Gibbs from Mary Pollock's office. Kathy is so connected with our community in Langley, and Kathy has done so many things for the chapter. She even showed up at our flag raising in October. Kathy, thank you. So, as Kathy said earlier, we're going to adjourn now, so I need a motion to adjourn. Is there a mover? Yes, James Marchand. Gloria, yeah, she's always good at moving to adjourn. We have the cash bar is open. We've got more cheese out here. Thank you so much for showing up. Thank you so much for your support of our chapter. Thank you so much for being members of CARP. We really appreciate all that you have done. And it's been a great evening. Thanks.